Making a quick video to show you how to tell apart a ZHP from a regular 330. Some people say they have ZHPs when they don't. Some people are wondering if they have it or not. Maybe a past owner sold them a car telling them it was a ZHP when it wasn't, because right now ZHPs are demanding a little bit higher of a price. It's ridiculous, not really worth it in my opinion. But I'm gonna tell you what to look for. Maybe you're looking to buy one, maybe you think you have one, maybe someone told you have one, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you how to tell. First of all, ZHP was a performance package offered in all the facelift cars. So for sedans, that's 2003, 4, and 5. For coupes and convertibles, that's 2004, 5, and 6. So only the facelift models. And to tell a facelift apart, first thing you look for is them headlights. When they're aimed up like that, that's the facelift model. When they're aimed down, that's the pre-facelift. So only facelift models got the ZHP package, and only 330s got the ZHP package. No 325s, only 330s. The ZHP package was a performance package that had performance cams in it. It was supposed to add 10 horsepower, but I can tell you right now, you cannot feel the difference from a 330 to a ZHP. You cannot feel that 10 horsepower. Matter of fact, I think that car might even be quicker than my ZHP. It also had a stiffer suspension, but these cars are 20 years old. Change your suspension. Do whatever works for you. Put it on coilovers, put it on factory suspension, redone. I hope to put airbags on this car one day because I'm sitting a little low, but change your suspension. It's 20 years old and nobody else probably changed it. So other than that, the rest was just an appearance package. So first thing, this car here, that is a regular 330, and that is the standard bumper they put on all 325s and 330s. That is an M-Tech 2 bumper that they only put on the ZHPs. And the way you tell it apart, a lot of people change their bumpers. They put M replica bumpers on. The M replica bumpers are flat across the bottom. You can see on this one where it comes down right there and comes down right here, that's the M-Tech 2 bumper. The M replica bumper looks a lot like that, but it doesn't come down on each side. It's flat across the bottom, kind of how this one's flat across the bottom. So people do change the bumpers, but that's the M-Tech 2 bumper that ZHPs came with. Next, my ZHP wheels, those actually come on the ZHPs. I have it on my 330 because I have different aftermarket wheels on my ZHP. But those wheels, the side skirts, most people don't even think to change the side skirts. It's kind of hard to tell, but you'll notice that this one, the side skirt gets wider and wider as it comes to the back. It comes down at an angle. That's the M-Tech 2 side skirts. These side skirts don't do that. They just have a little lip right here that kind of follows the whole way. It does not, they look different. M-Tech 2, not M-Tech 2. Most people don't think to change the side skirts. Next is the bumper, and I can't really show you that because, of course, I have an M-Tech 2 bumper on my 330. Like I said, you got to be careful. People change body parts. My old bumper had a dent in it, and I happen to have an M-Tech bumper laying around from my old BMW. But the normal bumper usually has a plastic strip running across here with a red reflector in it, in that plastic strip. Also, the diffuser isn't as pronounced. It's just curved under on the non-ZHP. So that's the outside of the car. On the inside of the car, well, the steering wheel, my 330 has my ZHP steering wheel. That steering wheel comes standard in all ZHPs. I have it in my 330 because I have a carbon fiber steering wheel from Carbontastic in my ZHP. If you look back there at the gauges, there's another way to tell. People don't think to change the gauges. Orange needles and a higher red line. A red line's at about 6,800 RPM. The 330 does not. The 330 has white needles and red lines at 6,500. Some ZHPs came with the Alcantara steering wheels and the Alcantara interior. A lot of people didn't get that option, but if you have the Alcantara, that was a ZHP option, very rare. But all the trim in here that's blue, all ZHPs only came with the cube interior. Mine's a little scratch right there, but I never wrapped the back. I wrapped all the fronts. So I'm gonna change that soon. But they came with this cube interior in either black or aluminum, silver. That was standard. But the biggest way to tell all frickin' ZHPs only the ZHP came with the black shadow line trim. All this trim around the windows and around the back, all that trim, it's chrome on every car but the ZHP. If you look over here, mine's plasti dipped, so it's black. Little scratches right there. But watch this, plasti dipped. Look at the difference. I actually have a shadow line trim right here. It's dirty. I had to change the trim on both sides because it was messed up on this car, and I had some. But these pieces are really expensive. Nobody is going to change all these trim pieces to the shadow line trim. So when I'm looking to buy a ZHP or any other E46, first I'll look at the front bumper, I'll look at the wheels, and I'll look for that black trim. If it ain't got the black trim, it is not a ZHP. And that's the main ways to tell them apart.